Teacher, good evening. In this opportunity, I want to explain about TPR, that is known also as total physical response. Right? Was or is a teaching method that was developed in 60s by Dr. James Asher. That was a psychology professor at San Jose State University in California. His research was inspired by how young children learn, right, their first language naturally, as happens in each language, in every language. And he said that children first learn to understand their native language and through listening and physical interaction with their environment, right? And he also said that they only begin speaking once they have had sufficient exposure and feel confident about that, about this method. Total physical response is a language teaching approach that connect language learning with physical movement. In TPR lesson, the teacher gives verbal commands and students physical respond by performing actions. For example, if teachers say, for example, jump, actually the children jump, right? If the teacher said, touch your nose, actually the children touch their nose. And total physical response is based in that, in respond or response of an action, right? And actually in this opportunity I want to show you an activity that could improve could improve this kind of method. First of all, as you can see in this slide, it's like a warming up, right? In this warming up, the students have to make different actions to form different shapes, to form triangles, to form maybe a tree, to form the pose of a warrior. And this is an activity of yoga. The first pose is cobbler's pose, and after each pose, each student have to ask to other student any question about their name, the nickname, the age, the favorite food, the favorite cartoon, also the questions you want, right? For example, in this case, after cobbler's pose, you can say to the students that ask to other students the name, the nickname, and the age. Then you can find in this slide the revolved head to knee pose, right? And you can also see in each slide the instruction to each pose, to the children do each pose. After that, they can also ask to other student the favorite cartoon. Then you can find triangle pose. They have to do a triangle with their body, right? After that, you can find the question, your favorite food. So the students have to ask to other students to interact with other students and ask those questions. Then you can find the pose warrior, right? And in this opportunity, as I said, they have to do the pose of warrior. And there are a lot of poses, and there are a lot of questions to do, but the time there is another activity. There are, for interactors with the students, there are flashcards. In this opportunity, in this slide, for example, the students have to say what are the pose, right? And for example, in these two, the students have to invent the name of the pose. In this also. And finally, there is a yoga game board to also improve that vocabulary, to the students know the vocabulary correct to each pose and how to do each pose. And that's all, teacher. Thank you. Teacher.